lot of growing up to do. I realized that the other day inside my fort. As I grow older, I have this feeling that perhaps the few joys of childhood are the best that life have to give. But the best way not to feel hopeless is to get out there and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out there, you make good things happen, then you fill the world with hope. You fill yourself with hope. Both optimists and pessimists both contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, the pessimist, the parachute. But whatever path that you choose, whatever course you decide upon, there will always be someone there to tell you that you are wrong. There will always be difficulties arising, tempting you to believe that your critics are right. To map a course of action and follow it to an end requires courage. Fear and self-doubt have always been the greatest enemy of human potential. But don't tell me that the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon. You can accept reality, or you can persist until reality accepts you. There is no substitute for hard work, for human progress is not automatic nor inevitable. Even a superficial look at history reveals that no social advance rides on the wheels of inevitability. Talk does not help someone out of poverty. That takes doing. Apathy and evil, the two work hand in hand. They're the same, really. Evil wills it. Apathy allows it. Evil hates the innocent and defenseless most of all. Apathy doesn't care unless it's personally inconvenienced. But our lives begin to end the day that we are silent about the things that matter. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how unique, how rare, how valuable each and every one of us really are. That each and every one of us has something that no one else has, nor ever will have. Something inside that is unique to all time. So, won't you be my neighbor? And be the change that you wish to see in this world. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. A river cuts through a rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. I'm only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And just because I can't do everything, I won't refuse to do something I can do. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany. The little speech I just gave, as you probably can realize at this point, was made entirely of quotes. The only thing I added were conjunctions, like but or and. I added about 7 words to 20 different individual quotes. My name is Sheen, and I'm the founder of Because I Said It, a nonprofit organization that does character development programming in schools, in prisons, and juvenile detention centers. We teach concepts like honesty, self-control, accountability, help teach practical habits and tactics that build these foundational characteristics in so many people. And quotes have this interesting tool, this interesting feature, this interesting value to education. In fact, Mensa, the organization for geniuses, right? They say that metacognition, or thinking about thinking, often fascinates gifted learners, right? And quotations are an accessible and time-effective way to introduce this into the classroom. Quotations, quotes, they just have this particularly valuable proposition to character education, or often called social and emotional learning. But too often we just look at quotes and take them at face value, right? We read the quote, we react to it, and then we just kind of leave it there. There's no additional step in what we do with that quote. I guess it just kind of ends. But there are many things that you can do with quotes to add value not only into your life, but hopefully add perspective to those around you. And one of the things you can do is combine quotes, right? Clearly that's what I did at the beginning of this speech, but I actually went kind of fast, right? And you maybe couldn't tell where certain parts where quotes began or ended, and the text wasn't on screen, so I'd like to take a moment to combine two quotes and go through it together. Okay, so here we go. Two quotes. Everyone appreciates honesty until you're honest with them. I can't tell you the key to success, but I can tell you the key to failure is trying to please everyone. Okay, now these are two quotes. One's from George Carlin, the other is from Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran actually was manipulating somebody else's quote, but that's not important. The point is that if you were to just read this first quote, right? Everyone appreciates honesty until you're honest with them. You may leave that quote saying, you know what? People are soft. People are sensitive. Sometimes honesty isn't a good thing. Maybe we should avoid it. That could be a conclusion in a certain moment or for a certain person. But then you add the second quote. This thought that success sometimes ruffles feathers. That sometimes you can't please everyone. When you mix these two thoughts together, you see that honesty, it just comes with hard moments if you're going to get to success. And sometimes one quote alone isn't enough. Combining quotes can give us new and fresh perspective. My work in charity has honestly shown me some things that I'd rather not think about. I have walked the grounds of Auschwitz with the Holocaust survivor. I have seen a field of graves after a super typhoon. I've spoken at an infant law ceremony for 100 families who have lost children under the age of 3 years old. After these speeches, you meet individuals and they may come up to you and they may tell you that they are grieving. They may tell you that they have been abused. They may even tell you that they themselves are dying. In these moments, I have often struggled to find the right words. The truth is, I do not have the requisite wisdom to carry anyone through a moment like this. And so I've always leaned on quotes. Quotes give perspective. Quotes help reinforce thoughts we already have. Quotes can be used in creative ways. Quotes are like a commodity, like steel. They have usefulness beyond their rawest form. They can be crafted to serve greater purpose. I like that quote because it is mine. But I'd be remiss not to end this speech about quotes, I guess, with a quote. And so that's what I will do. It goes like this, one of my favorites. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears, my illegal logging business is a success. Thank you.